is the sight the fans came to see. Ruth circling the sacks after a circuit clout.
Hello again to my YouTube friends and subscribers. And welcome back to Jay's World Order. Today, we are heading to the Phoenix Convention Center once again for the Arizona State Card and Collectible Show. This is one of the largest sports card collector shows in the Southwest, and some of the most amazing sellers from around the country will be here for this collector show this weekend. So some of the items that are going to be there are going to be unbelievable. But before we head on over to the show, I'd just like to share that I finally pulled the trigger and I finally got a PS5. I decided to go with the slim model, and I couldn't be any more happier with the system. And so far, all the games that I played have been phenomenal. Easy to learn, controls easy to learn, the graphics are gorgeous. But as I've been going back to the store, I haven't been too enticed to pick up more games that are to my liking. So if you have any recommendations for good PS5 titles that are not RPG, I would be more than happy to take your recommendations. Thank you so much. All right, let's head on over to the Arizona State Card Collectible Show.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man.
Look at a Lou Gehrig rookie.
Well, it's the long chewing gum. It's the rarest Lou Gehrig rookie. The Gaudy obviously is one of his most beloved rookie cards,
Wow.
but I think SGC is only graded less than 100 copies, 8.5.
Wow.
I think there's only 15 ever graded.
56.5. What's the cost on that one you're going for?
14,000.
Wow, 14,000. Now this Willie Mays, is that a rookie?
Yeah, that's his rookie. That's
Wow.
his true rookie. The
That's his true rookie.
51 Bowman.
51 Bowman Willie Mays rookie.
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful, man.
We
Now,
have an absolutely gorgeous 67 Mantle, 8.5.
wow, man, that is great.
Mm-hmm. Got a Yaz rookie, 8.5.
Now, what's the Carl Yastrzemski values? Carl Yastrzemski values going these days for? Are they going up? Are they staying stagnant?
Well, I mean, his rookie sells, but I mean, a lot of his other cards besides that, his rookie and second year sells, but besides that, he's not in one of the top sellers. But
Gotcha.
that card, I mean, obviously, it's a key Hall of Fame rookie.
Of these cards that you have laid out here, what would you say would be your top sellers that have always maintained its value and collectability?
Mickey Mantle, anything with a picture of Mickey Mantle on it. So.
Anything Mickey Mantle.
Mm-hmm.
So is that the 52 Mantle that is really the big seller? Have you ever sold the 52 Mantle?
We had a PSA 1 that we sold 2 nationals ago, but we don't have that card a lot.
Right.
So
are these the cards that sell, or anything 1990s and above doesn't, right?
no, it does not.
Yeah.
We typically stop at 1975 is where we
Right.
stop.
Not
so.
even 1980. You won't even go to
I mean,
1980.
there's key cards. I mean, a Ricky Henderson 9, anything Nolan Ryan sells. But
Right.
yeah, typically 70, 75 is where we stop. So, J&D Vintage Sports Cards. We're on Instagram. Our Instagram handle's on there. Follow us. And
I see that you have the Julius W. Irving that I saw last time at the last show, but this is a different card.
This is the same card, but slightly different inscriptions. It's Julius W. Irving, but he also wrote First in Flight and Dunk Champ, 76 Dunk Champ.
76 dunk champs.
No,
Last time I met you, you said you've known Julius Irving now for 30 years. Now, you met him at the Nationals originally or at a game?
No, I met him at at an all-star game in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Oh, wow.
I had a very dear friend who was an NBA photographer, the NBA photographer,
Okay.
who knew Julius. And at the gala on Saturday night after the slam dunk competition and three-point shootout,
19.
I think it was 2003,
Okay.
Salt Lake City. That could be looked up.
Sure.
But my friend Ron parked me at a table where Julia's then wife, Turquoise, and one of her boys was sitting. Otherwise, the table was empty. So I sat down next to them, started conversation.
Wow.
And Ron was telling me that, well, Julius is gone, but he'll be back.
Right.
Sure enough, within 5-10 minutes, Julius came back and sat on the table, and we had a conversation that lasted on and off 45 minutes or so.
Wonderful.
So that's where I first met him, and then I saw him at the Don Drysdale Hall of Fame Golf Classic in Palm Springs.
Okay.
He played in it, and we got to hang out and spend.
Did Michael Jordan play in that as well?
No.
No? Okay.
Michael Jordan, this was actually, well, it was well into Michael's career, but
Right.
Michael was too exclusive, even then.
Even now.
Even now. Let's look at this Bill Russell card. This is Upper Deck Fame Signatures from 2009, but it's a 10-10. There are 4 total in the population. There's one on eBay right now at $3,000.
Wow.
And my signature is a little bit better as far as placement goes to the one that's on eBay. But still, it's not a very easy card to find and
Now,
perfect tens.
This is interesting because you have a Lou Alcindor card signed by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Sorry, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So Kareem's reaction to this card is what? It's not like Muhammad Ali with Cassius Clay, correct?
Rather droll, kind of a he wasn't exuberant to see it because he's probably seen
right.
hundreds, if not thousands, of this card.
Right.
But
So was he okay signing this card for you with no trepidations?
at $350 for his autograph fee, he had no qualms.
Wow. Okay. So,
Well, I sell on eBay under the eBay name of Family Fun, FAMREIFUN.
okay.
I do local shows. I do the National Sport Collectors Convention every year,
Okay.
and I specialize in basketball. Michael Jordan has an interesting trio of tickets related to his Hall of Fame induction in my showcase. First is the Ticketron full ticket to the induction ceremony itself. And next we have the post-party gala ticket. Is the highest in the population. I think the population on these tickets, on this ticket particularly, is like 3 pieces, something like that low. This is to the reunion dinner event. It's the only one they've ever graded, therefore it's the highest in.
I'm George with Diamond Yard Sports Cards, and this is my son Luke.
Hey guys.
I'm a vintage dealer, and I do some modern cards. I'm here at the Arizona State Card Show. So
Awesome.
Know that the first home run hitter, like the highest home run hitter of all time, is Frank Home Run Baker, in consideration with the 500 home run club. So
yeah, well, Frank Baker, this is actually a 1940 play ball card, and so
Right.
Frank Baker was long retired when this card came out.
Of course.
And so this series has retired players in it, like Walter Johnson and Christy Mathewson, and Frank Home Run Baker,
Right.
which is part of the Philadelphia Athletics. And so,
have you sold any of their cards ever?
yeah,
Yeah? What's some of the highest value, like Frank Home Run Baker cards that you sold? From what year were they?
I've sold other ones of this issue. I haven't had any other Frank Home Run
Oh,
Bakers.
okay, because those would be incredibly hard to find,
Yeah,
I'm
those are
sure.
going to be in your tobacco cards or your
Right.
caramel cards and things
Right.
like that. This is a Jackie Robinson that is the date of his integration to baseball when he broke the color barrier. So this is a back card of Jackie that Topps issued. And over here was the exhibits card This is the 47 to 66 exhibits. And these are cards that he's actually right here in a Montreal Royals uniform. So he's a minor leaguer at that point.
Wow.
So that's pre-1947. The card itself, though, came out between 47 and 66.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a rookie card, but it's pretty close to his rookie
Right.
year. We got Tony Gwynn rookie card that's autographed by Tony Gwynn. And Tony Gwynn, was 8-time batting champion and passed away, unfortunately. We lost him quite a while ago now. But, there's not that many of his rookie cards that are autographed. And I just thought that was a really neat one. Got some Hank Aaron autographs down here of Home Run King, or Barry Bonds, I guess you could say would be now. But, I think there's a lot of neat stuff.
Now, I'm a Tom Seaver fan when I was growing up. Now, I'm looking at 86 Donruss. I'm looking at 83 Gwynn. Now, in the collector's market, a lot of collectors are kind of shying away from anything that's post-1975, unnecessarily at that time. But do you find cards that are going from 1980 to like 1989 gaining any sort of value in the collector's market?
Yes.
Yes.
There's a lot of key rookie cards, and the higher the grade is what people seem to be going after.
Right.
So they go after a lot of 1980s cards in 10s. So there's a lot of like PSA 10s of 1980s cards I have over here.
Okay.
So there's a big market for the higher grade ones. Now, certainly you should collect what you love. So, it doesn't really matter if it's ungraded or it's low grade or whatever it is. But the market is going into the range of the higher grade cards because people are realizing there's more of a rarity there.
Gotcha.
With those. Because, to have an 83 Tony Gwynn, this one is not a 10. Right. This one is not, a card's not a 10. The auto's a 10. But if it was a 10-10, then it'd be extremely valuable because they just didn't keep the cards in that kind of condition. Sure. Unless they were just put straight from the pack into a sleeve or something like that. I love the 86 Mets.
86 Doc Gooden Leaf.
Yeah, I just picked this up today. It's much more rare 85 rookie card. So big fan of the 86 Mets, Straw, Gooden, and the boys.
My favorite team of all time. Behind the bag. Thank you, Mookie. So what are we looking at here, sir?
All right, so we are looking at the first one would be a Sweet Caporal. These are called discs. We call them or caps. They were inside of chewing tobacco bags. So obviously Ty Cobb. This is the green bag. There's also some red, and I believe I've seen a blue as well. The next one is also Sweet Caporal. This one is a pin back. And what's cool about this, just to keep in mind for all the guys out there watching this, see how it has the actual backing? A lot of them don't because it's a paper back that basically just advertised the tobacco. Most of them fell out. Wow. So this one does have the paper backing, and it's graded an 8, which is obviously very, very tough for anything vintage, really. But same thing, tobacco era product. And then this is a Babe Ruth. It's called Babe Ruth's Song. It came with sheet music. There's only about like 12 of these graded. It's not extremely rare, but the grading population is actually very low on this one. And there's 2 versions. See how it says no year? Yep. There's also one where it has the year there, which I believe is 1928. It's kind of written in there, but for whatever reason, I think they issued it at a later time. So they actually erased the date at some point. So there's 2 versions of that pin. They're all mixed in. I want to say that's a Yankee right there. It's New York Giants, but yeah, if you're looking at like Cubs or whatever, yeah, Giants again. That's a minor league card. Cubs, there you go. George Graham. Yeah, and then that looks like another Yankee right there. Nope, Giants, sorry. But yeah, quite a bit. These are T205's gold borders. Very, I would say similar to T206s, like from that era, but they're very different. They had a gold foil border, which is like very, very advanced for that time. Like, I don't even know why they cared to do it, but somebody cared to put extra time into designing them.
Sure. That's why I love these so much, is the artistic. prowess that they put into these cards.
Absolutely, and they didn't have to because these were free giveaways, right? But they put so much time into making the cards look good. You know, it's just kind of interesting. There's another, they put like the little athletics logo. You know, they spend a lot of time. White Sox, they put a white sock. It's just so
My knees are getting weak.
they went the extra mile just to do it, and they had no reason to because they were free giveases. Hey, my name is Lamont. I'm from the LA Collection. This is my social media right here. I'm also on eBay. It's basically the same thing, the _LA Collection or the -LA Collection. Been collecting since early 90s, and then I started doing it as a business about 20 years ago part-time. Now I do it full-time.
Wonderful.
Hey, what's up? It's Party Poles, everybody. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? This is such a cool concept. Can you please just give the lowdown, what this is all about?
Yeah, so just like every breaker out there, I thought, hey, let's open up a retail store. My wife adamantly said, why would you do that? Every time you turn on Instagram, everybody opens a store, they get broken into, theft, employees, insurance, all that. She goes, let's open up the world's first mobile card shop. And here we are, the world's first mobile card shop.
This is such a cool concept. Now, when did this originally open? Is this new?
We launched it in 2023, March, in Del Mar at a show.
Okay.
It was absolutely incredible, and we're very fortunate with people like the Arizona State Card Show that allow us to actually bring it inside and set up as a local card shop on wheels.
Amazing. Now, you're focused mostly on sports. I see Pokemon. Anything else that they can look for when you come out to these events? Anything else? Toys, video games, anything like that?
Yeah, so we're basically sports card breakers online, but we realized there was a need in the marketplace for some better quality, higher quality products.
Sure.
So that's why we've launched Party Poles protectors over there. Okay. So if you come over here and look, I'm going to show you, Jay, this way.
Please, by all means.
All right, so I'm going to show you this. We've got our 3-row slab cases right here. 3-row slab cases right here that we launched last year. We've got 3-row slab cases, color match interiors right here for you. And then we've got our brand new Bambinos, we call them. The 1-row slab cases gorgeous. Right there.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
The Doppio Carbonio right there for you.
How much are these going for right now, sir?
At the show, $50. At the show, $80.
Okay.
You can't beat the 3-row slab display case for $80. And again, the Doppio Carbonio right there, gorgeous. $50. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Plus, we also have our sleeve and supply company where we supply other breakers.
Okay.
All of our products are made from this is a need that we found in the marketplace for a higher quality product. All of our sleeves are made from a 2mm construction, which protects your cards against scratches, dings, and dents. Our standard penny sleeves fit up to a 79-point MIM card, so you're getting a 2-for-1 type sleeve. And again, we've got wholesale pricing for breakers out there. We can ship them to you. We can deliver them to you if you're in Arizona, California, or Nevada.
This is Chris Boss with Box Score Collectibles, also Boss Man Sports Cards. They're on YouTube. So this one was a 2022 manufactured relic from Topps. Pulled it straight out of a jumbo box. It's numbered 11 out of 50. So the Lou Gehrig Day is just one of those days that Major League Baseball loves to advertise about. 23 of 25, Estrada, Reggie Jackson, auto, and triple color.
That is beautiful card.
Yes, indeed.
And now you remember old hologram cars from the 1980s? Like I got a Fred McGriff one back in the day. Have any of those ever? Yeah, the sport flicks.
Yeah.
Have any of those ever gained any value through the years of collectors?
No, they're just really fun for the kids to look at. Collectors wise, I mean, if you're trying to look back at your childhood, absolutely, go find one.
Thank you, man. What are some of the most highest selling cars that people should look out for?
Right now, anything Jackson Holiday, anything Jackson Churio, look for those. Have fun out there collecting and out on the hunt.
Thank you so very much, sir.
Thank you.
Wow, Joe DiMaggio, rookie.
Say grade a 1 because it's not really in good condition, but it still holds good value because it's Joe DiMaggio.
Right, of course. Now, when it comes to value and collectability for Jackie Robinson, as long as you've been a collector and a seller, what have you seen with Jackie Robinson through the years?
I've seen that he's been really popular because like the first black guy to play ball.
Right.
And his card holds great value. And he was good for the game, humanitarian wise. And he just got, abused a lot because of the black and white race. So he wasn't appreciated.
Right.
It took time. He was just so good of a player. They accepted him. He was so good.
I love Roberto Clemente, yeah.
He's a Hall of Famer. He died giving to people, so he's my idol.
Yeah.
And he died in a plane crash, and he's everything in Puerto Rico. He's like a saint.
That's right. Now, how old was he when he passed away in that plane crash?
He died at 37 years old.
So young.
Yeah, and he just had his 3,000 hit. Ironically, his last hit was 3,000.
Wow.
And he got the last hit on the last day of the season, and he died. But he was he died on Christmas Eve. The sad part about it is I know people that were going to be on that plane, friends of ours, and he said stay home with your family. It's New Year's Day. He wanted to go to Nicaragua to help earthquake victims. So he was a class act.
Yes, he was.
This Charizard, PSA 10 from the newest 151 set. It was just recently, like about a month or two ago, it was $330. It's now shot up to like around $650, $625.
Wow. So besides Charizard, what about any other Pokemon characters that you're seeing that are very popular that are also accruing value besides him and let's say Pikachu?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
We have a lot of the original Pokemon like Venusaur, Blastoise, Squirtle. Those are all really going up a lot. Just the new 151 set in general. We have the master set right there. A lot of all the artworks, all the cards from that new set. Yeah, I'm Ro Collectibles on Instagram.
Spell that out for the viewers.
Yeah, RO Collectibles.
RO Collectibles.
On Instagram.
Jose Canseco, after he wrote his controversial book, have you seen the value of his card and his popularity go up or down?
I would say about flatline.
Why would it flatline? Because of the book?
I don't know.
Yeah. Is he still collectible? Do people have any interest in Jose Canseco anymore?
Absolutely. If anything, he was at a show where he was autograph signing. Big increase, in the demand at the show for his cards.
Gotcha.
I think he's an underappreciated player.
Here's a Roger Clemens card that I proudly own myself. Almost probably the same condition, close enough. Clemens was a great Red Sox pitcher, but he is also a killer Yankees pitcher. Now, when it comes to Clemens collectors, are they more about the Red Sox Clemens or the Yankees Clemens?
Definitely the Red Sox.
Why is that?
Earlier in his career.
Right.
He ended his career with the Yankees, so he was more of a nostalgic player, especially for me. I grew up in Boston. I saw Clemens playing in Boston, so I'm definitely impartial to him as a Red Sox.
Fair enough. Thank you, my friend. I'm from New Jersey. I'm not going to argue. I'm a Mets fan, so I know what we did to you guys in '86, my friend.
I just started my Instagram account. It's called Flyball Drive. I just started the account, but you can follow me on Instagram. I'm at all the large card shows in the Southwest.
Wonderful. So that's Flyball Drive on Instagram.
Correct.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so for those that don't know, this is a controversial fight. This is the No Mas fight. And for people that don't know why Roberto Duran, who was a phenomenal fighter, wasn't as good as Sugar Ray Leonard, but he's still a great fighter himself. Roberto Duran said no mas after Sugar Ray was kicking his butt. And why did he say no mas? Because Roberto had to go to the bathroom.
There's a Shohei Ohtani rookie autograph, 23 of 25 PSA 10. Beautiful. So there's only 25 made. There was a Bowman Chrome black label that just sold recently for $553,000.
Wow.
I'm not saying this is going to sell for that.
No, but what I'm saying is is this kind of going to plateau for collectors when it comes to him, or should just expect the value to continue to rise?
He just hit over 50 home runs, over 50 steals, the first 50-50 guy.
Right.
And then won his first championship, and he was hurt.
All right, I hope you enjoyed the show today. I didn't really get too much. There's a lot of conventions coming up. I got the holidays coming up. I got to save some money, so I only picked up a few things. All right, number one, I got to give a shout out to these folks that gave me a free t-shirt today. That is the Party Pools people, man. Let me tell you, these folks are awesome. I love what they're doing at that concession stand. They do private parties. They do public events. Reach out to them. They'll hook you up. All right, the only things that I physically bought today are UFC cards. I'm a huge UFC fan. I've been a UFC fan since UFC 1. And now that's 31 years ago, my friend. So do the math. I know the sport really well. Number one and number two, my friend, I love Kamaru Usman, however you want to pronounce his name. These are some really wicked looking cards of Kamaru that I picked up. And boy, I really hope he has a good comeback in 2025 because he needs some wins under his belt. And if he's going to fight Shavkat, that's going to be a tough fight, but I'm going to put my money on Kamaru that he can beat that man. This is my favorite fighter of all time in the UFC, and that's Dustin the Diamond Poirier. And the fight that he just had with Islam Makhachev, what a tour de force, so admirable. Nothing but respect for the man. The guy is the Diamond. Yeah, my balls are hot, Derek Lewis. And when he does retire from UFC, I really hope he does release a boxer brief lines called My Balls Are Hot, Boxers or Briefs. Boy, Justin Gaethje, just a beast in the ring. He's still a BMF in my book. I'm sure in a lot of people's books. Him and that Max Holloway fight was freaking amazing, huh? Who saw that fight and who can't say that knockout at the last second of the fight by Holloway over Gaethje wasn't the most amazing UFC knockout in history? I can't think of another one of the size. Maybe Masvidal knocking out Ben Askren with that flying knee. I never really considered Nate Diaz to be a phenomenal fighter. He has a great 1-2, really solid on the ground. Cardio is on a whole different level that I cannot explain considering how much he does, you know. But at the same time, he is a fan favorite, one of my favorites of all time, and I love his brother too. And I hope they make a comeback to the octagon as soon as possible. All right, we're going to do a shoey. Let's do a shoey with Tai Tuivasa. I love this guy, but boy, he needs to get some wins under his belt. And last but not least, the greatest female fighter of all time, Amanda Nunes. I can't think of anyone who's been more dominant in female fight sports than Amanda Nunes. Friends, thank you again. And please like and subscribe, and I will see you again in the very near future. Peace and love.